What is different about this triangle compared to the other triangles I've been drawing? Thank you. It is not a right angled triangle. Okay, people, I really need you to pay attention to this. This is not a right angled triangle. Today, we're going to start looking at some rules where you don't use right angles, okay? Now, anytime you see a triangle labeled, it's going to look like this. Capital letters are for angles and small letters are for sides. So C is always opposite C. A is always opposite A. B is always opposite B. Okay, so when we label a triangle, we use A, B, C, and we're always saying capital letters for angles, lowercase letters for sides. Okay, A, B, C are sides. No, they're not. I've written it backwards. A, B, C are angles, and A, B, C are sides. Okay, so what we need to do is make sure we always think about this. It does not matter which one is A, which one is B, which one is C, as long as the right side is opposite the right angle, or the correct side is opposite the correct angle, right? As long as each thing is opposite its own letter, that's all we care about. Okay, let's have a look at, first of all, I'm just going to zoom out a bit because I need more space. We are going to look at the sine rule. So the sine rule uses all three letters, but you only need two sets. So A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C. Now, you do not need all three sets. You only need two sets. Any two sets will do, and I'll show you what I mean. So if we draw a triangle, and I say that this is 12 meters, this is going to be X meters, this is going to be 46 degrees, and this is going to be 51 degrees. Okay, so what I've got here is two sets that are opposite each other, and that is what I need. Okay, so two sides and two angles. That is how you know to use the sine rule. Okay, two sides and two angles. That is not an M. Angles. This is how you know to use the sine rule. That's what I have, two sides and two angles, and they're matching pairs. So let me write this as a rule. So A, so I'm going to color code it for you. So 12 over sine 51, because these are the matching ones, right? They're opposite each other, equals X over sine 46. All right, so what I've done is these two are opposite each other and these two are opposite each other. Side over sine of the angle equals side over sine of the angle. You got me so far? All I'm doing is substituting in the information I have. What do you do always when you have two sets of fractions like this that equal each other? What do I do with them? Cross multiply, okay? So I'm going to cross multiply this situation. So I have 12 times sine 46, right? That's this, equals this one, X times sine 51. I need to get X by itself. So how do I move sine 51? Divide it. It's multiplying, so I divide it. And then I haven't actually done anything interesting yet. I can just type all of this into a calculator at once. I don't actually need to do anything. So if I was going to type this into a calculator, actually, can you all do that with me to make sure that you know how to, you may need to put brackets around the top, okay? So 12, oh. Is that better? Okay, so 12 sine 46 divided by sine 51. Let's make sure that our calculators all agree it's 11.12. Okay, that is what you should have got. If you didn't get that,
What should we get?
oh, sorry, you are right. It's 1-1. I did not look at that properly. 11.11. All right. Okay, I'm gonna, well, first of all, no, actually, I'm not gonna. Oh, I do need to zoom out to save that, don't I? All right, let's do that again. I'm going to put it up on Google Classroom. So if you haven't finished copying it, that's fine. All right, let's do it again. All right. So this can be 60 degrees. This can be 56 degrees. This can be 14 meters. This can be 16 meters, and this can be X. All right. So I am going to get you to help me set this up, which I have given you 3 sides. I do not need to use all 3 sides. I need to find X. So what is the matching angle with X? The one I don't know. Okay, so I must find this out first. What is it, Josiah? 64, right? Because they've all got to equal 180. They've all got to equal 180. So we should know this. So I'm going to say X over sine 64. Okay, what other pair do I need to use? Any, right? It doesn't matter. So let's say that I'm going to pick 14. What angle do I need to use? 56. Good, because this one is opposite the 14. Now I can cross multiply. So now I'm going to cross multiply this. So I've got X times sine 56 equals 14 times sine 64. I need to get X by itself. Someone type this into a calculator for me. So X equals.
No, go ahead.
50.1 what?
15.
Oh yeah, 15. 50 doesn't make sense. 15 point what? Wait, Adil, pay attention. 15 point what? So 1.8. All right, and we're always using meters because we need to use the same units of measurement. All right, let's do this same thing when we don't know an angle. It's the same rule, okay? It's going to be exactly the same thing. Ah. Oh my goodness, give me the eraser. If I heard what I think I just heard, you're very weird.
Oh, where? We go back a long way.
All right, let's have a look at this. All right, so I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to set up my ratio. Right, these are opposite each other. Shh, guys, focus. This time it's an unknown angle. It's the same rule. So I have 8 over sine theta, I don't know it, equals 22 over sine 36. I'm still going to cross multiply. So I got 22 sine theta equals 8 sine 36. Okay, does someone have something that's going off? What is happening? Are we good?
I think it's coming from the other room.
Do you have something in your bag that you need to turn off? What's happening?
It stopped.
It has stopped. Okay. All right. So then what do I do next? All right, guys, focus. What am I doing next?
Divided.
Good. I'm going to divide by 22. So then I have 8 sine 36 over 22. How do I find an unknown angle? Inverse of sine, right? So this is the inverse of all of that, which means you need to have some good brackets going on. Guys, can everyone please type this into their calculator? Let's make sure our calculators work. Oops.
You mess up.
What is the thing
Oh,
on it?
no.
Over 22.
All right, can you please make, guys, everyone should be typing this in so that you make sure you get the same answer as me.
Sine inverse, sine 38, sine 36 over.
All right, you should get 12.34. If you don't get that, you're not typing it in right.
How are you gonna syntax error?
Well, this is probably a brackets issue, right? You've got to make sure that you have brackets around the right thing. Maybe in your calculator, you might need brackets around the top of your fraction as well as the whole thing. All right, so if you're getting syntax errors and stuff, make sure that you've got both the start and the end of your sets of brackets. That's often what's going on. It's perfect on my screen. It's the projector.
Project straighten that. out.
Okay, no. All right.